So, hello again, and welcome to our second draw of the day. Back here with the 2015 Spring Training Bonspiel. This is draw number 10 overall, second draw this morning, as I mentioned. My name is Corey Brown, coming to you live from the Coyotes Curling Club in beautiful, sunny Tempe, Arizona. We are starting you off again over on sheet A. 4 sheets of action again. All our draws have been full so far. We'll move you around and keep your eyes on each of the sheets as much as we can. And then, as you know, we'll go to closer games, maybe games of interest. We invite your comments. I won't be able to chat with you, but I will keep an eye on things. And if there's a particular game you're looking for, something I'm missing, keep me on my toes. Let me know. We'll move you over there if we can. So, starting off on sheet A this morning, draw number 10. You see Iron Fox there is handling the Redstones, and I think looks like they have the hammer here in this first end. Iron Fox is out of the Hollywood Curling Club. I know yesterday we didn't have the full team here yet, some airline snafus, but the roster, as in the brochure, is Casey Fox at skip, John Neal is the vice, Tim Mendoza second, Ken Detloff is the lead for Iron Fox. If that's not the case, guys, let me know. We'll get that changed, but that's what I have here. Pound the Rock is a club coming to us from California as well, the San Francisco Bay Area Curling Club. Zevi Atlas is the skip of that team. Jay Diamond, vice skip. Jenny Lynn throwing second, and TC Atlas the lead in our notes here. So we'll keep you here for this first end. You see, as can be the case in a lot of our games, ice plays a little heavy. End one, fresh pebble. Just we're out there working on the ice, and so we have some high guards there in the beginning. Nothing back in play yet, or in house yet. So another one up high, you see there, we have another Yellowstone coming in, though, looking to come through the port. A little more weight on this one. Not enough to get to the house. Going to be a little tighter, but right on the center line there. Another guard, so still everything up front. Might be an end where first one to the button's going to take it. Or first one in the house maybe is going to take it, but they'll continue to try to get some in there. So there's our first stone down, and in there we got a red rock, gonna bite the 12-foot. Last throw there from Team Iron Fox. Their third rock of the end, and the first from their second, Tim Mendoza. And you see Pound the Rock comes down. Looks like they wicked a guard there and just did slide by what was the shot rock, the biter on the 12-foot. They have one now, full 12-foot, just about the T-line, and leading the pack here early on in the first end. So that Yellowstone you see coming down, all that stuff up front getting in the way. We get hit on 3 different rocks there. Nothing quite to the house. Almost pushed back a Yellowstone. Got some run back opportunities now as those tighter yellow guards are open. Shot rock still the yellow. That's full 12 foot on the left side of the house. Out on the wing there behind that long red guard.
This is the telecast here.
So again, trying to move those guards around, kind of slide some yellow ones back into the house, get some more points up on the board. Going to get a wreck on the guard, lose 1, and a concentration of yellow rocks around the center line. Any one of those could get back into the house as we move forward here. So resetting the first end here, we're moving into skip stones. You see still pretty busy out in front of the house. Iron Fox with a good shot was able to get inside of the shot rock, has one in the 8 foot. So in a position to score now with 4 rocks to play in the end. So first yellow skip stone does get another hit on a guard out there. That one's going to slide into the house, though. It will be 3rd shot rock right now, I think. Red still in position to score 1. Yellow 2 and 3. And the red shot rock in a good spot right now. And as we mentioned before, Iron Fox here, we may have mentioned incorrectly, I don't know, Iron Fox is holding the hammer, so they will throw the last stone of this end. So Casey Fox steps into the hack for the first time this game. Looks like they're going to try to hit that yellow rock that was just thrown. Probably the third shot now, but with a nice roll, we'll get them into the middle of the house and behind cover, in a position to score 2 and maybe build this end into 3. So no hit on that yellow rock, incorrect on the call, but a nice draw to the back of the 4-foot. Will be the shot stone. Red sitting 1 and 2. Does slide just behind the tee line, so maybe a freeze opportunity to try to cut this down or to try to steal. So last of the Yellowstones for the first end is away. Looks like they're going out to try to get to that shot rock. This one is going to get by the guards. Into the house and right on the nose. A really nice shot there. Does leave Iron Fox with a hit for 2, so maybe a little heavier than they wanted, but put some pressure on this final shot, so a good spot there for that yellow rock to be right now. So rock is away, final rock, end 1. See how this one is resolved here. I think looking for the hit for 2. Take an early lead and coming in past the guards. It's going to need to curl over just a little bit. Gets the hit, but is going to slide it in the back 8-foot and just didn't curl enough. Looks like it's going to be a steal of 1 for Pound the Rock. That rock hangs around in the full 8-foot. Everything else touching 12. So Pound the Rock takes 1 out of the first end. Nice end for everybody there. We're going to move you over to sheet B to get a look at the action there early on here in our second draw. So they're just cleaning up stones. Let's get you back over to that hack, see if they hang a score for us. Steal that, and then we'll spin around and keep you here on sheet B. So yellow shot rock comes out. They're going to measure the other 2. It looked like it was at least 2 yellow for Team Curling Me Softly. They are a Coyotes team. Yes, the song stuck in my head now too. Apologies to all of you out there who've joined me in singing that song now. But Curling Me Softly, as I said, is a Coyotes curling club team. They are skipped by Ron Cloth. Heather Lauer is the vice skip. Chad Conley throwing second stone. Stacy Peterson on the lead stones today. Stacy, a Red Sox fan because she is smart. So thank you, Stacy, for coming out, supporting the Sox. They are facing, as you see, Team Baumgard. And Team Baumgard I don't see on my sheet here. I'm not sure the lineup for them, so there'll be a mystery to us for this draw. Unless somebody wants to chime in for me, tell me who's out there. We'll bring that to you. But for now, we'll just keep an eye on the scoreboard, see how many points go up there for the yellow. And it is 2. So 2 points for Curling Me Softly to start. Let's update you there and get you spun around so you can see Stacy's first shot of this second end. So my apologies there. You see Stacy's first shot as a corner guard, so just off the center line there. I apologize. I have found Team Baumgard on my list here. Everything was alphabetical except that one. So they come to us from the Cedar Rapids Curling Club, of course, out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Kirby Baumgard is our skip. Nathan Bovey is the vice skip. Tom Harris, second stones, and Joe Gorin, you see him in the hack now, will throw lead stones. The Red Rocks Team Baumgard here on sheet B. And that one's going to finish up a little heavy, so a little bit different ice coming back toward the glass, maybe moving a little bit faster here in the second end after we've gotten some feet and some brooms down on the ice. And that one is going to go through. So now the second shot from Curling Me Softly does nicely past the guard there, but just not quite enough to get to the rings. Is going to sit outside the rings for now. So now 4 stones into the end, you see Team Baumgard did get their second rock right into the full 12 foot. We'll probably lose that as the end goes on, as you see the red on red. And it's probably not going to stay there long, because here is we get a hit on that. That rock's going to be out of play, so we'll lose that now. Curling Me Softly leaves the shooter rock right in the front of the house, open to hit that one too if they so decide. But right now, Curling Me Softly and Ron Cloth are sitting one. So you see another red rock there flash in the house. The last Yellowstone 2 there from Chad was through. So a little bit heavy for both teams here in this end, and we see curling me softly with the, I'm going to say only stone on the rings. I don't think that red one's biting, but even if it were, that stone in the back 8 foot for the curling me softly rink is currently leading and sitting number 1. So you saw Ron calling for a guard here. Looks a little bit heavy this time around. We'll see if it finds the brakes into the house, and it's gonna hang out on the back of the 4 foot. So 2 rocks in the rings for yellow, both 1 and 2. So you see there the curse of the heavy rock continues. That one is going to be through the rings as well. So 5 red rocks thrown so far. 1 still in play, just short of the house. Maybe has a touch on it, but the other one's all through. And this one, this yellow rock, Ron's looking for a guard, and he said is a setup. It's going to be fast. So when you see Ron going to take a look at it, there has pretty good guard weight. Just gets it across the hog line, so it's out there as a high guard. Covers up the yellow shot rock a little bit, just to the right of the center line. Now Team Baumgard going to look to run their red one back into the 4 foot onto the button, hitting those yellow rocks. Currently sitting 1 and 2. So shots on its way. Kirby's in a crouch there at the house. Red Buddy's sweeping hard. It looks like it's going to be on line to hit it, and nice weight. Runs the red one back, gets a bite of the button. Might be uncovered right now, but has some backing. So a change in the complexion of the end a little bit. We're moving to skip stones, and right now red is laying 1 rock in scoring position. So you saw there, as we mentioned, that red shot rock was a little bit uncovered, or actually completely uncovered, and Ron did choose to go through that port and hit it. Not exactly the hit that he wanted. He's going to spill his shooter rock out and actually knocked out the yellow shot too. Still in play, but it looks to be out of the house. So red's still sitting one. That one has actually slid behind cover of the red guard. And a yellow rock in the back 8 foot right now is the second shot rock, the only two in the house. As Kirby Baumgard sets up for his first shot here in the second end. And a really nice shot there. Just comes through. Could see a little bit of that yellow rock in the 8 foot. Gets a hit on it, just pushes it back far enough to leave the shooter behind cover and sitting as the second shot rock. Now Ron has a path to the button, and that's what he's going to try to do with this shot. As red right now is sitting 2, has the hammer. Ron's looking to just cut this down a little bit and put himself in position behind cover, make this shot a little more difficult, and at worst, force 1. So you see Ron's shot come down, and it's just a little heavy. It's going to go right through everything there. Flash through. Red sitting 2. One more rock to go, and it's a red one. So just a draw for 3 here for Kirby Baumgard and his team. You see that red rock finish in the top 12, and I think, it's not up to me, but I feel like yellow is sitting the third shot there, so I'm going to guess it's 2. We'll keep an eye on the board. But as they move to the third end, we're going to go over to sheet C. Take a look at what's going on there. It looks like they're already well into the third end. So let's spin you around, take a look at the board, get you updated on that score. On sheet C this morning for our second draw, we have what appears to be a tie at 1-1 between Team International and Morgan's Batty Beauties. Team International is aptly named. They come to us from Mayfield, Brantford, and Dallas-Fort Worth. They're skipped by Ann Hull. Sherry Paling is the vice skip. Rosemary Burka throwing second stones, and Linda Peterson on the lead. For Morgan's Batty Beauties out of Philadelphia, you may have guessed as you see the Pete Rose jersey, the classic blue on the skip Rosemary Morgan. Joe Hess is the vice skip, Pat Jolly second, and Teresa Savard is lead. So both teams you see sticking with the baseball theme. See a bunch of Blue Jays jerseys, or a bunch of baseball jerseys out there. A couple Blue Jays jerseys, a Rangers shirt. Shows you the diversity on Team International out there. A unified Philadelphia Phillies front, I think, for Morgan's Batty Beauties out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So to set the end, though, we count up the rocks here, and it looks like we have a handful to go for each. Red right now was sitting maybe two, now is going to be sitting second with that yellow one coming in, taking out a red rock and going to rest in the back 8 foot as the shot rock. Just one center guard out there that doesn't really impact the rocks in the house right now, nothing under cover. So looking for a hit on that yellow shot rock is Team International. And you see there, one of those Blue Jays jerseys bears the name of Joe Carter. Interesting matchup here with Phillies fans. They probably remember 1993, Joe Carter's home run off Mitch Williams to win the World Series. Pretty dramatic moment. Hopefully no bad blood out there as a result. And of course the Phillies have since won the World Series, and the Blue Jays have since not played in the playoffs. So hopefully all is forgotten there. But an interesting dynamic on the ice, Joe Carter and the Philly fans. On the ice, though, you see yellow is starting to fill up the house here. Morgan's Batty Beauties probably sitting 2 right now. 4 rocks in play in the house and just 1 red one. So looks like they are with the hammer too. If we look at the board, Team International picked up a point in the second end. So Morgan's Batty Beauty should be holding the hammer here and setting up a nice end. A nice double takeout there does change the complexion a bit. 2 yellow rocks out of the house. Red rock now is the shot rock. 2 yellow ones still in the house in play, but not in position to score right now. And you can see Rosemary out there looking to hit that red rock, get that out of play, and put her back in position for a big end. So just a little off the line they wanted there, and they actually take out their yellow rock, leave the red rock in play. Yellow shooter falls onto the center line. In the back 8 foot is going to be the shot rock, but would rather be sitting 3 here with that red rock still hanging around. for that red rock again, and they're going to get it this time. A nice shot from the Morgan third. Finally gets that red rock out of play, and here's the 3 yellows all alone in the house. We're headed to skip stones. Looks like Team International will try to start cleaning this up. Anne's first shot is definitely destined for some of those yellow rocks in the back of the house. Nice play there from Ann Hull on her first rock, just to freeze up to that triangle of yellows. Going to be tough to remove that red rock without removing some yellow granite too. So I'm looking to cut things down here, make it a little tougher for a multiple point end. So first yellow skip stone changes little, but maybe red rock on the back of the forefoot is a little bit off that yellow rock. Maybe a path out through the back of the house, depending on the outcome of this shot. I'm sure try to block that up, maybe get into second position here from Team International here. Last rock of the third end for them. Comes into the house with pretty good weight. Does stick around for second shot rock. Loosens things up even a little more there in the back 8 foot. Last rock to come. from Rosemary Morgan in the Pete Rose jersey. See if she can't get both of those out. Double takeout here leaves her with 4 as long as she keeps what's in the back there for her rocks undisturbed. Could be a game changer. So you see some good weight on that shot and touches both red rocks. One jams into the yellow, the other one sticks around, but does leave yellow scoring 1. So Morgan's Batty Beauties take 1 out of the third end. They'll turn around and come back for the fourth. We will take you over to sheet D and get a look at the action over there. Haven't seen them yet in this game. They're still wrapping up the third end. Let's take you full screen there. And you see a 2-1 score here for the Windy City Sweepers taking on Sweep Home Chicago. So a festival of Cubs fans seemingly over there. Now I know Sweep Home Chicago has one sub out today. We'll get that out to you. But their regular lineup is from the Chicago Curling Club, of course, Chicago, Illinois. Barbara Farrell is the skip. Kirsten Stromberg is the vice skip. Clara Just throwing second stones, and Carrie Rizika throwing the lead. Nicely sitting 3 here in the third end. Looks as though there's 1 stone remaining for each team. Of course, you can see from the scoreboard should be hammer in the hands of Sweep Home Chicago. Now looking to the Windy City Sweepers, where they talk over this shot. They are a hybrid team, the Evergreen Curling Club in Oregon and the Coyotes Curling Club here in Tempe, and I think we have California listed there too. So Cubs fans from all over in the Windy City Sweepers here. Art Placek is the skip. Kathy Placek listed as vice. Joe Placek second, and Karen Tate in your program as the thrower of the lead stones. So as we mentioned, those Windy City Sweepers currently up 2-1, but we're looking to resolve the third end here, and right now with 3 on the board, Sweep Home Chicago sitting in pretty good position. So we went through the lineups that were in the program, and I know you see out there Tom Morelli standing by the scoreboard there, playing with Sweep Home Chicago. They're not sure who he's subbing for in that rink today. He is a local Coyotes Curling Club member. So they were able to pluck him. They needed somebody, and he's been able to get out on the ice. So good luck to you, Tom. So my apologies, I was wrong on the hammer there. You'll see if you were looking at the board when I mentioned looking at the board, you would have seen that the Windy City Sweepers actually got 2 in the first and gave up 1 in the second. So this is the last stone of the end. Coming in now from the Windy City Sweepers. Doesn't change a lot though. Actually going to be a steal of 3 for Sweep Home Chicago by my count. We'll confirm that as they put that up on the board. And then we're going to stick here for one more end. Get a full end in. You see the 3 go up on the board. Let's spin you around so you can see what's going on at the other end. So first couple rocks of the end here, fourth end, sheet D, Sweep Home Chicago Windy City Sweepers. You saw the first red rock came through the house. First yellow rock is just barely still free guarded. I think that is shy of the house, so really nice weight there to keep it just short. You see Sweep Home trying to come behind it, but that one looks heavy too, and that's going to be out through the house. So you see Windy City Sweepers, sorry about that, bring in their second rock into the house. I think they were trying to draw behind as well, but didn't get the krill they were looking for. They're going to be full 8 foot. First rock in the house, so is sitting as the shot rock. Call is to hit that one. I think they want to roll into the middle. Or just looking for a draw behind that yellow guard, but another red rock through the house. So pretty quick down the middle of this sheet, coming this way here in the fourth end, and all the red rocks coming through. So as the end progresses, you see the fourth red rock stays in play this time. Again, a little heavy, just sticking to the back line a little bit there. So a nice tap there from the Windy City Sweepers. Moves back one of those yellow rocks at the front. Leaves a biter as well. So I think yellow probably with 3 right now. Certainly 2 touching 8 feet, the 8-foot ring. So ahead in this end. And Sweep Home Chicago going to have to play a little catch up here. Keep some of these stones in play. So red did get a hit with their last rock, just cutting the Windy City Sweepers down. Now 2 yellows in, 1 red, 1 out in front of the house now. So usable rock as the end progresses. Looks like a really nice draw from the Windy City Sweepers there, just to the back of the button, right on the center line, and behind that guard. You see the takeout call there as the broom comes up under the camera. Just coming around and got to hit that rock. So coming down the ice, arm goes up. Don't want a broom on that one. Gonna need to curl, 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 and finish up. And just gonna miss that rock and slides past the red rock in the back and out of the house. So flash on that one. Looked like a pretty good weight, just a little bit outside, and didn't quite finish enough. So still yellow with 3 on the board. Looking to pile on there with another nice draw. Here it comes down and just going to slide by the shot rock and settles the back 8 foot. So moving to skipstones here, and 4 yellow rocks scoring right now. So Sweep Home Chicago is going to look to make a change in this end here with their next couple of rocks, or their last couple of rocks. So you see trying to come in and hit some of those yellow rocks in the center of the house, but as has been the case for most of those red rocks in this end, just a little heavy. And all the way through the house again. Slide that one out of play. Yellow sitting 4. So that second to last Yellowstone comes down just as a guard of their 4 in the house. We got one more stone here for Sweep Home Chicago, last red one. Looks like they're going to try to run back their red guard, get that one on the button. It'll be a little heavy in this end, everybody throwing the red rocks, so might be a good play here. So just coming into play now, brushes are down on it, and does get a hit on the red, but it's going to jam on a yellow rock. It doesn't change the complexion of the end much here. Yellow still with 4 rocks in scoring position, and now with the last rock of the end, I'm going to have a draw to score 5. So you guys saw there the open draw for 5 was successful. Looked like a 5 ender for the Windy City Sweepers. We've got that up on the board. We're going to leave you there for now. Overhead, just going to look around at the scoreboards, see if we can get a look at the scores across the sheet. Over on sheet A, you see Pound the Rock is running away on Iron Fox a little bit. Just glancing at the scoreboard there, it looks like an 8-0 lead through 4. So we'll get that updated for you there in the 5th end, going away here from the glass here. Moving over to B. A little bit tighter contest here. We just have, looks like 3 ends scored so far, so we'll await the score in the 4th end. But so far we have a 3-2 lead, it looks like, for Curling Me Softly. Okay, so we'll get that updated just as soon as we can. We're going to move you to that sheet right now. And of course we can see the scoreboard there for sheet C. Looks like a 2-2 tie through 4, so just a handful of ones going up there. We'll keep an eye on Sheets B and C for the most part here in the second half. Looks like they might be the closest games, and of course we'll keep an eye on D as well, just to see how that one progresses. But for now, we'll take you through the fifth end here on sheet B. We see so far 3 red rocks in play, 2 of them in the house, both in scoring position now with just 1 yellow guard up on the wing. Up on the corner, I'm sorry, and here comes the next rock from Curling Me Softly. Looks like they're going to feather through the guards. And a nice draw right to the 8-foot, so that's going to sit as the second shot rock for now. Nice draw there from Chad. So now Kirby Baumgard goes out top. He wants to peel this guard. Doesn't feel that he needs it anymore. Wants a little more open house for him. So you saw the score update there. We do have a 3-3 game here, so tie games on sheets B and sheet C, or sheets B and C. See a couple shots there through the guards. One red rock did get a touch on the yellow, pushed it back a little bit. Still second shot. Has a little bit more cover to it, right at the top of the 4-foot. Back 4-foot redstone, still shot rock as you see, and red with 3 in the house here. So point in the last end went to Team Baumgard, so Ron will be throwing the last rock at this end for Curling Me Softly. So another red guard spins down there, and we move through the end. This is going to be the first stone for the Curling Me Softly vice of this fifth end. That is Heather Lauer throwing that rock. Just coming into view now, you see there as it crosses the hog line. No broom on that stone. It's got a little bit of weight to it. And just needs to curl over and finish, and isn't going to get to that red shot rock. Going to come through the house, and that'll be a flash there. So another guard there short of the house from the Baumgard team. Piling up red rocks in front of the house to protect their shot rock, probably. Not a bad outcome to come away with one here, if they can do so. And Heather's second stone on its way. Gonna hit those two red guards, or just one of them. Thought it'd get both, but does replace it a little bit. Slides over to the other side of the center line. One red guard out of play now. Still a draw port on the outturn side of the ice. So looks like Kirby and his vice are talking that over. Gonna put one in there. Keep Ron from getting to that shot rock. So it looks like we're trying to run back one of those yellows to get back to that shot rock. Not going to be successful on that one. Doesn't disturb much of what's going on in the house. Does move a red one back in. So red actually has 5 in the house now. The shot rock, but number 2 is yellow. So as long as that one stays there, not going to get too big for red, but this is starting to become a bit of a tricky house for Curling Me Softly. So a good amount of talk here from the Baumgard rink. They want to make sure this shot is well thought out, well executed. Last shot of the end. Trying to protect their shot stone. Maybe hang a number on the board without the hammer. So last rock at the end coming here. This is the fifth end on sheet B, curling me softly, and Baumgard knotted at 3. Ron Cloth in the hack and out of the hack, and Stone is away. I think he is trying to draw in here to the button, maybe looking to get a hit on that yellow rock. Looks like it has a path to the red rock on the button. Get a little angle raise here, and that is the shot. It's going to settle on the 4-foot, but it's not going to get close enough. Yellow's 2 and 3, but that's not good enough to get any points. It's going to be 1-2 red and Team Baumgard. So we'll come back for end number 6, going the other way. In the meantime, let's take you to sheet C. That is another close game that we have for you. So this one was 2-2 after 5. We're into the 6th end here. So each team trading ends. Each team's won 2 ends. Each team's won 2 ends with 1 point. So here we sit at 2-2. So just spinning around there, wanted to grab the score. This, of course, is the 6th end, coming back towards the glass. Another point on the board for Morgan's Batty Beauties. So still sticking with the theme of 1 point per end. They take a 3-2 lead as we move through the 6th end now. So halfway through, we have Team International holding the hammer, of course, as they gave up 1 in the last end. 4 rocks to go for each team, but right now Team International with 3 rocks in scoring position. 2 yellow rocks in the house. They sit 4 and 5. Looking to put together a bigger end here, I think, is Team International. Shots like that will make it tough. Shooter goes into the red rocks at the top of the house. 1 red rock does jam on the yellow, so sticks around. Red still sitting 2, but opens things up for sure. And 1 red rock out of the house, not a play. So a nice rock there from Team International to replace the red rock in the 12-foot. Going to be inside of that 1 yellow rock in the house, so back to 3 for Team International. Rosemary Morgan looking over the house here. Looks to be Looked like she's calling a freeze. I could be wrong, but I think she wants to come around that red rock that was just thrown instead of hitting it and get to the red shot rock with a bit of cover. A bit of backing, bit of cover. Could really change the complexion of this end. Going to hit that rock at the front 12 though. Slides it back and not out, but out of scoring position. Red now with 2, but yellow sits 3 and 4. So moving to skip stones in the 6th end here, talking over the shot as we still have red scoring 2. I think this is just like the last one, maybe planning to curl around the front of the house there, maybe hit that yellow one back into the red shot rock in the back 4. Get to hit first hits on the red one. That's going to slide it just far enough. Still going to bite the 12, but yellow rock has moved into 3rd position. Just kind of glancing at the house. Red still in position to score 2. That second shot rock covered up pretty comfortably. But now the shot rock is exposed. So Ann Hull out of the hack here with her first shot of the 6th end for Team International. Currently sitting 2, and she's throwing the hammer stone in this end, so maybe looking to put some more in there. Been trading ones every end. All 5 ends, somebody's picking up 1 in this game, so building a nice end here and trying to put a crooked number up. So big shot here for Morgan's Batty Beauties. They are talking it over at the top of the house. Need to get some yellow ones in the mix here. Cut this down. Could be a yellow's sitting third shot right now, but a good hit on that one could leave them in danger of 3, or giving up 3. I think that yellow rock in the back of the house is going to prevent anything bigger than that. So shots away. Looks like they're after those yellow guards, maybe a biter, but get a hit on those and maybe move some yellow into position here. So hits one of the top yellows, going to cut red down to, well, they were at 2 before, I think, but keeps them at 2 with 1 red rock to come. So open draw for 3. Pick your side, come around that red guard, and we should be looking at 3 for Team International. Just need to touch the white, so some margin here. Just got to be in the 8 foot, and Team International is going to take 3 in the 6th end. So rocks on the way, you see that coming into view up top. Going to be past the guard. Starting to slow down. Going to need to find the brakes, and does stop in the 8 foot. So a good draw for 3, and Team International is going to take the first big end of the game and take a 5-3 lead into the 7th end. We're going to take you back to sheet B to see where we are with that one. I think we're in the midst of the 7th end there. I know we were in a tie game last we saw. So let's see where, or nearly a tie game last we saw. Let's move over there and see where we are. Oh, I'm sorry, this one's just finished up the 6th end. So let's get you to that house where the action's happening. You see that shot from Ron, close to scoring. I think it's probably still second shot with the overhead look from in here. So last rock for Team Baumgard here, about to be sent down the sheet. I think they're sitting one. And might have a shot to get inside of the second rock, which is that yellow rock just outside of the 4 foot. So we'll see shots coming down. And Broom's on the ice. So trying to keep that around the yellow guard. It's not going to have enough weight if it does get a touch on that yellow. So good time to pick up the Brooms. You wouldn't want to touch that yellow one because send it in as the shot rock. Now Ron's going to try to come in and hit the red one. If he can slide it through without disturbing the yellow rock next to it in the 8 foot, he could have an end of 3 here. So definitely a path out of the house. Chip that one through. So last shot's away here, and number 6 for curling me softly. Gonna come in and does hit the yellow one. So is just gonna leave that red one there. We got a tough call here. Thirds talk it over, and it looks like they've. I'm not sure. We'll turn it around. We'll keep an eye on the scoreboard. We'll update it when we see it there. Given the way they acted, I want to say it was yellow, but I don't know that to be the case. So we'll wait for that 6th end to go up and get that updated for you. We're on that side of the ice, as you see, so we'll know when they hang it. So they did decide that was 1 for Team Baumgard. You see that go up on the board. We'll add that as well. 5-3 now. So we're just going to quick shoot over to the hack camera on D. You want to see that scoreboard just to get an idea where we are. It looks like an 8-4 game after 5 there. 6 then just coming to a close. So we'll update that for you. And keep an eye, see if that one tightens up at all. But for the time being, let's go back to B and C. There we are, sheet B. Five-3 game here as we saw in the last end. Just an unfortunate jam on that last shot. We are building the end here. Ron and his Curling Me Softly rink will have the last rock again. You see 2 in the house already in the first 4, so Stacy Peterson, the lead for Curling Me Softly, gets both her rocks in the house out there on the wing. So we're back here. You just saw end number 7 end on sheet B. Bit of an unfortunate circumstance, and there are a lot of yellow rocks in the house, and unfortunately, as things came to a close, the red rock was closer, so that game turned into a 6-3 affair. We have the 8th end coming back. Just spun you around to take a look at the scoreboard in our game here. Another 6-3 contest. Morgan's Batty Beauties down 3 right now, laying 3 in the house as we progress through the 8th end. Still early on, but when you need to score 3 and your first 3 are in play and in scoring position, that's not a bad start. So good start to the end here for Morgan's team. Team International will look to get some of these yellows out of play and see if they can't force them out of rocks. So maybe a bit of an unfortunate outcome there for Team International. Actually loses 2 red rocks there. Had a red rock in the front of the house. Does uncover what is currently the shot rock for Morgan's Batty Beauties. Looks like she wants to give it a little hit and maybe split these rocks, both onto the house, both behind cover. Would be a great shot and definitely go a long way toward her chances of scoring 3 here. So that one does get by all the guards out front, but a little bit heavy coming back in, and flashes through the house. Won't change anything for us here. We move a little deeper into the end, and actually we will get our first skip stones. We're into skip stones of the 8th end, and Hull headed down for Team International to throw her first stone of the 8th end. And looking to hit that yellow rock. Now is the time to just hit them down and count them out, and that's what we'll be looking to do here. So first skip stone for Rosemary Morgan does get to the rings, gets a little wick off the guard. Yellow currently sitting 2 with 1 rock left to throw, so that's your 3. Team International and Anne with her last rock going to try to throw a wrench into those plans. A good hit on this yellow one, and the game will be over. So rock's coming down, looks to be on a good line, and yeah, that's going to send the yellow one through and out, and handshakes all around. Victory for Team International in our second draw of the day. They'll move forward. We're going to move you over to sheet D. Still some action over there. See what, or I'm sorry, that's going to be sheet B. So it looks like we're about to conclude the 8th end over there. Let's get you full screen to sheet B. There you go. Yellow rock coming in for Curling Me Softly, and going to shoot a yellow rock through the house. So Baumgard currently sitting 1, and it looks like we're here just in time for skip stones. Going to need 3 for Curling Me Softly in this end to tie the game. Same scenario we saw before. Again, has at least 1 biter around the outside there, so Baumgard with their stone in the middle of what could be a big end for Ron Cloth and his Curling Me Softly rink. So a nice draw in by Kirby Baumgard there to put another red rock in the mix. Just the third shot rock, but not a bad situation since they are sitting one. It's covered up, and just need to prevent giving up 3 to take home a victory here. So it looks like a similar shot to last time. I think Kirby's just trying to put another red one in the way. Not a lot of takeout opportunities or takeout necessary here. Just putting red rocks in the way, preventing any scoring here from the Curling Me Softly team. So another nice draw through. Has 3 red rocks in the house. Only 1 right now scoring, but that's plenty here in the 8th end. There's the last stone of the game. You hear some clapping from the warm room. It's going to be a win for Baumgard. A steal of 1, it looks like, in that 8th end. It's going to give them the victory. Still some action. Nope, shaking hands on sheet D2. So that's going to conclude our action here for the second draw. We'll be closing down shop for now. Going to the ball game. This is after all the spring training Bonspiel, so headed over to watch the Angels and the White Sox play here in Tempe. We'll be back with you at 4:30. Some more curling. Next draw at 4:30. We'll try to get back with you, bring it to you live here on YouTube. In the meantime, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you watching along with us, and those of you who will watch this in the future after it's uploaded. Good curling, and see you back here very soon.